Hi everyone. You'll have to excuse the puffy eyes, the red nose. I watched my son's documentary, something I haven't watched in a very long time. I watched it because I'm preparing for a book that I'm writing on Ruben's journey, and also preparing for his speech that he'll be doing at the end of this month at the encephalitis conference. I wanted to record myself and talk to everyone because, number one, there's too many things in this world that happen that cause illnesses that we don't have cures for. We don't have answers. And because there's so few people, approximately 20,000 are diagnosed with encephalitis in the United States, that's not enough. That's not enough to do research and studies and find a cure. When Ruben was diagnosed with encephalitis, I was told he would never be the same. He would never walk the same, talk the same, see or hear the same. I was told that I should make arrangements with my job because I was going to have to take care of my son full time. I was also told there was no cure. There was a possibility to control the seizures, and that's where the medication came in. My son was taking 13 pills a day to control his seizures, and they wouldn't stop. After 2 years of calling his condition a seizure disorder because of the encephalitis, it had to be diagnosed. It was no longer a seizure disorder. He was diagnosed with epilepsy. For 3 years, my son has had seizures. Now he takes 10.5 pills a day. He's gone through at least 6 different kinds of pills that wouldn't help him. 10.5 pills a day. 10.5 pills to control seizures. And that's only a 6% chance that they'll work. It's a temporary Band-Aid that's put on my son in hopes that the seizures will stop. My son hasn't had the ability to be 14, 15, 16, or 17 and do what all the other teens his age have done, will do. He has fallen a couple times. He's cried. He's lost faith and hope. His path has grown very dark. All because there's no cure. We're now in the stages of trying to find a cure. And this is where the surgery comes in. I'm sure you follow on Ruben's journey on Facebook. And you've seen the pictures I've posted and my postings. The surgery's been difficult. It was a difficult decision to go with initially, but we want a cure for Ruben. Ruben wants a cure. Ruben wants to drive a car. Ruben wants to play football. Ruben wants to do all the things that he hasn't been able to do. The percentage of this surgery working, he has one final surgery to go through this summer, is only 30%. We don't know the full or what the operation is going to be yet. We're waiting for to hear back because his case has to be presented to a board of neurosurgeons and neurologists, and everyone has to come to consensus because Ruben's condition, his case, is so rare, it's so different. Everyone has to have a weigh in to make sure it's the right thing to do for him. In the meantime, we stay hopeful. Ruben most likely will go through the surgery. There'll be the 30% chance that he will be cured. But what if he's not? What does that mean? Does that mean he'll stay on 10.5 different medications for the rest of his life? Does that mean he won't be able to function right? Does that mean his motor skills could be more impacted than they have been because he could have a chance of having a worse seizure? We don't know. All we know right now is there's no cure. There's no cure for encephalitis. There's no cure for epilepsy. We have to do something about this. Please help me in continuing to share my son's story.